The value of compassion in global health is actually, if you think about it, it should be fairly obvious because the delivery of health, and particularly from the perspective of recipient of the healthcare, this is one area where you would really, expect to be treated with kindness and understanding and sort of, a sensitivity to your vulnerable situation. So I think in global health, the challenge is, these kind of expressions of care and compassion is generally very concrete and situation, related, and it's very individual. But in the global health, the challenge is how do we bring that importance of that need, that principle at a level of scale so that everybody benefits from it. That really is the challenge of thinking about compassion in the context of global health. First of all, to recognize compassion is a natural part of who we are as human beings. This is not something that we have to learn as a new skill. And secondly, to really pay more attention to everyday life, how compassion shows up, because we just take it for granted and we experience compassion, then we move on. So I think being able to pay attention to how compassion shows up in your own life and its effects, because when we experience compassion, we really feel a powerful connection with another person in front of us. And those are moments when we truly feel our humanity. And being able to, sort of recognize, pay attention, and then as much as possible, tie that part of who we are with our intention, so that we bring that part of who we are consciously in our intention, so that when we interact with others, when we relate to ourselves, when we relate to situations around us, particularly in intimate human relationships, we bring that conscious intention to be kind, to be understanding, to be available, to be non-judgmental. And in this way, if you cultivate it as a kind of a habit, I think compassion will, like a muscle, get strengthened. Feeling of encouragement that compassion and love are now no longer concepts that are left in the domain of religion and morality as a high moral ideal, but they are people, serious people, thinking from many different disciplines, including global health and WHO and, neuroscientists and clinical scientists and leadership experts and organizational experts and psychologists and so on, that people are actually seriously thinking about how to make compassion and love real in not just in individuals' life, but also in organizations, in systems, particularly in the healthcare domain. So I will go out of this conference as someone who feels energized because, I'm a big believer in the mission of compassion, and I believe that any effort that is made to spread compassion more will benefit not just ourselves, but everybody, including the planet. So I will go from this conference feeling more energized, more motivated, and also encouraged that there are now so many people, smart people, serious people, people with resources who are thinking about how to make this vision real.